Hello, welcome to FightCore USA.
I've been looking forward to this moment for a long time. The trash talk has already started, and it's only going to get worse as the weeks go on. They don't know how dangerous I can be. I'm going to show them all what I'm made of. And that was it. A brutal knockout that left me not only battered and bruised, but also with a whole lot of questions. How could I let this happen? What went wrong?
Excellent.
And most importantly, how can I make sure it never happens again? Months have passed since then, and I've spent every waking moment training, learning, and evolving. Now my one chance at redemption is here. And if I can pull off the upset, not only will it erase the memory of that defeat, but I'll also get my revenge. He came into my hometown and knocked me out cold in front of my family and friends. I want him to feel the pain and embarrassment that he caused me. And more than anything, I want to show everyone that I am not the same fighter I was before. Some people might think I'm crazy, but they don't understand the kind of drive and determination that burns inside of me. I was willing to do whatever it takes to win, even if it meant putting my life on hold and pushing myself beyond my limits. This rematch is about more than just winning a fight. It's about proving myself, not just to others, but to myself as well. After the last fight, I felt like I had let everyone down, especially myself. I had worked so hard to get to that point in my career, and I had let it all slip away in one moment of weakness. But now I'm back and I'm hungrier than ever. I know that I am capable of great things, and I refuse to let another setback get in my way. I know that this rematch will be tough. My opponent is a skilled fighter, and he's coming off a big win in our last encounter. But I'm not afraid. I've trained for this moment for months, and I'm ready. I know that if I let fear get the best of me, I'll end up in the same position as last time. So I have to stay focused, stay calm, and trust in my training. I have to believe in myself, even when the going gets tough. And I know that if I do that, I'll come out on top. There is no doubt that my opponent is a tough competitor, and he is going to bring his best to this rematch. But I'm not intimidated. I respect him as a fighter, but I'm not afraid of him. I know that I can beat him if I stay focused and trust in my game plan. Of course, there are some risks involved. There always are in a rematch. He knows me better now, and I know him better. Both fighters have studied the film and figured a few things out. We've both adjusted and evolved since our last meeting, and we've gone not try and capitalize on any weaknesses that we see. I know that I need to be careful not to make any mistakes, but I also know that I can't let that affect my fighting style. If I tried to play it safe and just not make mistakes, he'll probably beat me. I have to take risks and go for the win, but I can't afford to get reckless. I have to be smart about the way I fight, and I have to pick my moments carefully. If I'm too cautious, I'll lose. But if I'm too aggressive, I could end up right back where I started. Flat on my back, staring up at the lights. I have to find the right balance between being aggressive and being smart. I know that this is easier said than done, but I've put in the work, and I'm confident in my ability to pull it off. My corner is going to be key in helping me find that balance. Hey, I'll be able to see what has happened in the fight, and give me the adjustments I need to make on the fly. We can hold that thing. Well, I'll be watching for any signs of fatigue or frustration, and then I'll be ready to step in. if I start to lose my focus. But ultimately, it's up to me to go in there and execute the game plan. I know that I have the skills and the determination to pull off the upset. And I'm confident that with the help of my corner, I'll be able to find the right balance between aggression and caution. We all know that rematches aren't always as predictable as we'd like them to be. There's a reason why they say that the second time around is the dangerous time. It's because fighters come back with a vengeance, a desire to prove themselves, to correct the wrongs of the first encounter. In the first fight, I was the underdog, and I underestimated my opponent. I thought I could rely on my natural talent and athleticism to carry me through. But I was wrong. My opponent was too smart, too experienced, and too determined. He came into the fight with a game plan, and he stuck to it flawlessly. He took away my advantages and neutralized my strengths. As the fight wore on, I became increasingly frustrated. I couldn't land my signature moves, and my opponent was starting to take control. In the end, I paid the price for my arrogance and overconfidence. I got caught with a sucker punch, and I was out cold before I knew it. But that's all in the past now. I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm a better fighter today because of them. I'm more humble, more hungry, and more determined than ever before. Now it's time for the rematch. The stakes are higher this time around. Not only do I want to avenge my previous loss, but I also want to prove that I am the better fighter. The fight starts, and I come out swinging. I know that my opponent is dangerous, but I'm not backing down. I land a few solid punches and my confidence starts to grow. But then he counters with a flurry of his own and I'm stunned. I shake off the cobwebs and realize that I need to make some adjustments. This is not the way that I want the fight to go. I need to calm down and focus if I want to win this fight. I take a few deep breaths and try to relax. I remember my training and the hours of preparation that I've put in. I know that I am the better fighter. I just need to believe in myself. Slowly but surely, I start to find my rhythm. I land a few more punches and my confidence starts to return. I can feel my opponent starting to tire and I sense an opening. I go for the knockout blow and send him crashing to the canvas. The crowd goes wild and I raise my arms in victory. I did it. I finally got my revenge. As I stand there in the center of the ring, I know that this moment will live with me forever. All the hard work, the sacrifices, and the setbacks were worth it. The rematch was everything that I hoped it would be. It was a hard-fought battle that came down to the wire. But in the end, I came out on top. And that's all that matters. Looking back, I know that the first loss was a blessing in disguise. It forced me to grow and evolve as a fighter. And it led me to this moment of redemption. I'm a different fighter now. A better fighter. And I owe it all to that one devastating knockout.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.